What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And on today's video, guys, I have quite interesting update. I see that a lot of my viewers are losing hope in our case, and on today's video I will show you that we achieved a lot and we have even more deadlines that potentially will bring us the resolution of this case, and that is why we still have to keep focused. On top of that, at the very end of this video, I will tell you my personal story, and that is why, guys, please stay tuned. And before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm, and please hit the like button for me personally. On top of that, guys, drop me a line in the comment section if you think these videos are valuable for you and for MMTLP community, and share this video with your friends and family. Only in this case we can spread this information to as many people as we can, and this will definitely lead to higher exposure on this problem, and this will lead to the victory of MMTLP community. So let's start with the news itself. Sensei wrote this tweet 15 hours ago, and he said, MMTLP, we need to regroup and refocus. Remember, Rich is back in Congress doing meetings. And let me remind you that Don Fis, also known as Richie, he was in trip to Washington District, Columbia back in January, late January, early February of this year, and he had a lot of meetings with Congress members. For now, as you can see, just 17 hours ago, he published this photo and he wrote, I'm back. And guys, he's doing an amazing job because he meets in person with the Congress members who signed the letter of Ralph Norman and his office, and he is trying to attract even more attention to our case. So, let me show you further. Dennis Neal is supporting the MMTLP army through his podcast. And guys, it is another amazing person of MMTLP community. Dennis Neal is trying to help us as hard as he can, because in his podcast on a weekly basis he invites some of community member, and he speaks about the problem, and he's trying to spread this information to as many people as he can. So let me show you further. Representative Ralph Norman and NextBridge Hydrocarbons are working together, keep hosting spaces, conversation alive, and give direction. And I have to say that it is not the full list of our achievements. Let me show you a quite similar list from another community member, Bradley Tate. And Bradley wrote this. Huge reasons to stay positive. 1. Curtis, very powerful, not named for a reason people in the government working for us. And this is the direct speech from the latest space call that was hosted by Junk Savvy. And you can see it on Junk Savvy's Twitter account, and you can hear this podcast basically and find out what is he talking about. Next one. Second, Greg McCabe working with highest level of government. And I showed you in a couple of my previous videos that Greg McCabe is the largest MMTLP shareholder. And for now, he is the largest, definitely he is the largest NextBridge Hydrocarbons shareholder. On top of that, he became a CEO and the chairman of NextBridge Hydrocarbons in order to push our case forward. On top of that, he bought back some debts of NextBridge Hydrocarbons, and he has a huge experience for more than 40 years. He is in this field, he is in the oil industry. And that is why you can rely on his opinion, because he has his own skin in this game. Next one, again, FINRA release letters, and FINRA forced to release the NextBridge Hydrocarbons letters because they have to have some kind of line of defense additionally to its line of defense as the total immunity, because in my opinion they think that potentially this line of defense will be demolished by MMTLP community, and slowly but surely through litigations, through arbitration from Richard Hoffman, we are trying to challenge this immunity. And if and when, not if, but when, guys, when this line of defense is broken, we will have an amazing opportunity to have the biggest update in regards to our case. Next one, reach back to Washington with best and brightest. And yes, I already mentioned about it. 5. Thousands of impact letters released to Congress and game beginning. And yes, it is another very good achievement of MMTLP community, because these impact letters will be delivered directly to Congress members via Don Fizz meetings. And I have to give a huge shout out to Don Fizz, because his job is amazing. On top of that, guys, it is not the full list. Let me show you an additional bullet points, and I made it just recently. So we still have on the table Rosa Towell's case, and let me show you the Pacer monitor. As you can see, this case was filed on December the 12th, 2022. It was the first lawsuit that was filed by the member of MMTLP community. And as you can see, it is a case of Towell versus Financial Industry Regulatory Authority. And this case is still active. Unfortunately, we don't have much information in regards to this case, because Rosa Towell herself, well, at the end of December of 2023, she wrote this tweet. Dear all, I have been absent from Twitter because the current status of Gaza is a tragedy. I have fallen behind in life. I feel sick to eat, I have trouble sleeping, I can't go on social media without searching for updates and letting them eat at my heart. So, yes, unfortunately we have very sad actions, we have very sad news from Gaza and from all the conflicts that are happening right now on the face of Earth. And definitely these conflicts should be solved as well. And I think when Gaza conflict comes to its end, one way or another, definitely Rosa will have more time to push her lawsuit forward as well. So let me quote you the next bullet point. Richard Hoffman's arbitration. And guys, you know that Richard Hoffman recently had a lawsuit against FINRA, and for now he is in an arbitration process against Fidelity. And I highly suggest you to subscribe to his YouTube channel, Not Legal Advice, KNOT, and to follow his Twitter account, RahRaw999. And Richard, on a daily basis, posts a lot of updates in regards to this lawsuit and other lawsuits and litigations that might be useful for MMTLP community and that might be useful for retail community in general to have a fair market. And again, he is our headliner, and the deadline in regards to his arbitration, I think somewhere at the end of June of this year. This means we have less than 3 to 4 months till this resolution, till the results of his arbitration. That is why keep an eye on his arbitration as well. So, next bullet point, Mark Basile's petitions. And let me show you that, as you can see, Mark Basile on February 15th wrote this. We don't have an MMTLP case. We have two petitions, one against FINRA and the other against OTC markets. One decided against the client, appealed and lost, and now considering appeal to New York's highest court. Unfortunately, we don't have any updates in regards to this petition. But the other petition has no decision yet. And I have to say that the second decision is the second petition is the petition against OTC markets, where they have to disclose the information in regards to broker dealers who was involved in the naked shorting process against MMTLP shares. And they don't have an immunity that FINRA and SEC have. That is why they have to disclose this information, or they have to provide the reason why they cannot do it. And in my opinion, it might also be very impactful on our case. Next bullet point, Mark Basile's upcoming lawsuit. And this is another huge update. Let me show you this tweet that he published on January 21st of this year. He said, these facts, though, are the foundation of a background and history section for a major MMTLP federal lawsuit being prepared. So he is still preparing this lawsuit. He and his firm are still preparing this lawsuit, and I think we'll have an update in regards to this lawsuit within next several weeks. Definitely it might be very important lawsuit because for now we know a lot. We know really huge information about all the wrongdoers, about the facts that about the laws that was breached by them, about the rules, and so on and so forth. That is why this lawsuit will be extremely important. Next bullet point is John Burda's flamethrower and involvement of Wes Christian. As you can see, I write this sentence with the question mark at the end because we don't have any updates in regards to the flamethrower from John Burda. And let me show you this tweet that was written by me on February 27, and it was written in regards to John Burda's tweet which he wrote on January 18 of 2023, more than 1 year ago. And John wrote this: background, flamethrower equals me and 3 other OG TRCH folks. We together have founded the DD process with Wes and team. We will go where that DD takes us and make appropriate decisions when we have the data. Not afraid, ready to take action. All MMTLP farm will be kept in the loop. And I asked him basically a couple of weeks ago, John, could you tell us about the achievements of the flamethrower? What is its current status? Is Wes Christian still working for flamethrower? And unfortunately he didn't answer, and I think we have to still wait because we don't have any other sources of information in regards to this path. That is why we have to wait. So guys, and let me show you further updates of today's video. Mark Basile, in response to Charles Gasparina activity, and guys, again, the activity of douchebags who are trying to push our case down is enormous right now. And we know that Charles Gasparina, Brendan Kochkodin, Alex Osipovich, all these people are trying to push our case down, and they write hit piece articles in order to do it. And some of these articles, like Brendan Kochkodin's that was published by Forbes, is used as a main FINRA's line of defense, because in this article Brendan Kochkodin said that there is no problem of naked shorting activity. And definitely it is a huge problem, and we have a lot of evidence when FINRA itself, SEC, and even judges from other lawsuits admit that this problem exists, and it is a huge problem. So, and let me quote you this tweet that was written by Mark. Well, anyone can say they spoke to this one or that one without identifying them, as if there is an anonymous source. But as a part of our New York State Court action, I spoke directly with the OTC in-house counsel, and I am telling everyone, this is what happened. OTC had nothing to do with this until they received approval from FINRA to quote the security. And by the way, the question is who was the wrongdoer of the process when MMTLP became tradable. So let me quote you further. And the first brokers and market makers to trade is a whole other issue. Why? Because the broker had to go to FINRA to assign a symbol to execute an unsolicited trade, by whom we will find out. Meaning they filed out an application for symbol to get one. Had nothing to do with QSIP. So get off that BS once and for all. A QSIP is just a part of a procedure if you want to list trade publicly as security. Everyone else stop with the BS already. Private companies get QSIPs all the times. And he also added this. MMTLP. This whole QSIP got it trading and caused all problems is complete BS, and those that take this position either are ignorant, have an agenda, or just don't understand the process. It's evident that some want to tie in the company and its executive management insiders to some nefarious plot to get the dividend trading. However, the process and purpose of seeking a QSIP seems legit. What happened afterwards may be a different story. and some way have taken advantage of that. And there is also a question, why didn't MMAT bring an action to delist that security, which it could have. It could not use Form 15 because that would require the company to stop reporting and would lose its Nasdaq listing, and Form 15 does not apply to OTC markets quoted companies. However, MMAT may have been able to use Form 25 to accomplish this. Why didn't they? And he added the link to prove his words. And guys, yes, the problem of making the MMTLP tradable is not started and is not initiated by the process of buying QSIP number, because QSIP number is only a part of this process. The second part, and the most important one, who made the first trade, who made the inquiry to sell or buy MMTLP shares. And by knowing this information, and by the way, this information has to appear in the petition that was filed against OTC markets. And by this information, definitely we will know who is the wrongdoer, and we can sue them, and this case might go much further.
And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm